for the opportunity to speak on something that's really dear and personal to me. I had a few notes prepared, but speaking with the other speakers, we're just going to go from my heart. In terms of mental health awareness, like the doctor said before me, people wear masks. You know, in life you have the world perception, you have the personal perception in terms of what your family sees, and then you have that inner person, those thoughts that other people never really get to hear because you're kind of ashamed to voice them. And so, in terms of mental health, I'm one who goes to therapy weekly. I believe in it. I grew up in the church, very spiritual. I'm from one of those families, just pray about it. But like the therapist said, what do you do when you prayed and prayed and prayed and nothing changes? You know? So I live in Dallas now, but before I went to Dallas, I worked for a bank here. And due to work stress, and community stress and just all these type of expectations that I feel I never could meet because some of the things issues that I felt that I couldn't express to my family and my friends, you know, it just gets to a point where it's about to just blow up. So back in 2018, back in Dallas, one of my cousins who I hung out with every day, she was murdered by her son's father. And it was a very traumatic experience for me. And being in my social life was so tied up into it, it was really adjusting to get back to a new normal. I had been in therapy before, but I went to see this counselor who I felt would never cross my social path. So it was a little easy, but it really didn't do the job. So I made up my mind then because I was struggling, I was depressed, I was angry, ready to fight, and all of those things. Decided to go see a black therapist who was near my age, who I feel could relate to some of the things that I dealt with. And that was the best decision that I've ever made because not only did it save my life, because I would say before I was going to Dallas, one night I decided I'm going to kill myself. I ain't going to say nothing to nobody. I made a post on social media. And it wasn't anything that said, oh, I'm going to go do it, but it was some keywords that one of my friends saw that triggered something in her to call the police. And actually, before I could take these pills, I was in the bathroom crying. I get a knock on the door. I see flashlights going through my windows. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Well, when I got to Dallas, to meet your cousin, my cousin, Marquita McCullough, all these years later, I didn't realize that our friend had called her to get my address to send the police over. So that's one of my things, our advice to you all too. If you see something, act. Don't be like, oh, they just attention seeking. Oh, they just talking crazy. Act. Because it's a simple, hey, you good? Like, are you really good? Do I need to do X, Y, and Z and all that stuff? It all matters. And with Benny, once I'll never forget, I was in Jackson at Zan's house, my sister's house, and I saw the post, and I felt this sort of guilt because I feel like maybe had I been home, or maybe had I had the opportunity to talk to him to say, hey, we're not alone in terms of these mental issues, because people say, oh, you're in Dallas, or you involved with Jackson State alumni, you're successful. Yeah, you can be successful and still deal with those issues. And so I just thank you, Monique, for asking me to come to speak, to just share my story. And I want everybody to know that, hey, it's okay to go to therapy. Therapy, you're going to learn things about yourself that you would have never really, I guess, thought to know. And it's going to help you communicate with your family, communicate with your friends, and it's going to help you just put you in a place to be more proactive and to be more compassionate to those around you. In addition to therapy, I take medication. My mom used to say, baby, you don't need that med, you don't need those meds, you just need the prayer. Okay. Until that one day, I didn't take them. And she was like, baby, where your meds at? Because you look you're tripping over here. So even in addition to therapy, I say medication and all of that is important. It's good too. I can say that due to weekly therapy, I've kind of wean myself with the doctor's care off of med because now I have the tools to adjust and to know when I'm going into a depressive state and all of those things. So again, if you see something, say something, reach out and love on your family members and all of those people that you come in contact with. So that's all I have.